Again, the National Forest Reserves, the different things he set aside. You have Rock Creek Park, you have the military parks, you have Sitka in Alaska with the first land set aside there. So that was a quick overview kind of different things with this conservation through the years. And the commission book, again, goes into that quite a bit. And just as a side note, with the commission, and that is 1941, they actually tried to get a Benjamin Harrison National Forest here in Indiana, which becomes kind of part of the Hoosier Forest. So it didn't get named after Benjamin Harrison quite, but they did try to have that in that 1941 commission too. So any questions or comments?
When we traveled out there, I was having a hard time finding the list of the general grant. And it's kind of like renamed Kings Canyon, but there is a general grant tree.
Yeah.
So that's part of that, but they kind of like.
Yeah, and I think some other land has been added through the years, and they're right next.
Yeah,
it's kind of wedged in there.
Yeah.
So, any other questions? So you're welcome to take a look. There's the nice little photograph of the seals over here too.
Well, and as we're coming up against the end of our time, I can just add by way of postscript, there's long overdue recognition for Harrison's contributions to conservation here in Indiana. Several years ago, the environment license plate, does anyone have the blue plate with the eagle flying across the sky?
No.
That has actually been renamed the President Benjamin Harrison Land Conservation Trust plate in recognition of Harrison's significant contributions to conservation nationally. So I think there's still wider national awareness that's needed, but at least we've been able to make some progress and generating some additional awareness around that.
Did he have people really against him? Like, was there anyone that fought him constantly on some of these issues? Because they're very progressive, especially, like you said, for that time.
So, without going into a longer story, and Jennifer can certainly add to this, it appears that as senator he was stymied by some powerful forces, and so what he discovered as president was a way that he could legally, constitutionally secure the powers to be able to protect natural resources nationally. So he was able to do that deftly in a way that didn't arouse some of those forces, and they realized too late the constitutional powers that it gave him as president. So that was what allowed him to set aside 13 million acres of land and to protect the Grand Canyon. And with those centennial celebrations this year, that pops up a lot in those articles.
Right.
But this does conclude our copy of the Curator this morning, so if we could give a round of applause to Jennifer. You're welcome to have a little more coffee, some treats, to take a look at the items here on the table. But thank you again for joining us this morning. And we hope to see you again next month at Copy the Curator, if not sooner. Thank you.
I'm so glad you said now I can see what I want to do. Hey, what?
That's probably a big hotel.
I mean, that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all about this mindset, a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.